Hi guys. Okay, so this week it's not going to be very intensive on editing or whatever because I don't have a lot of time to edit it / I have to edit it away from home, and I will explain why. I guess if anything, this was a story time? Hey, my stuff was stolen. Ooh, hold on one sec. Look at this! Before we go into this event, I don't know if I showed you guys this, but I was interested in dyeing my hair silver. But I was like, no, I better see how much I like it before I actually try to do it. So I got a wig. Not the actual wig that I really want, but this was a much cheaper wig, and so I was like, I better see if I can even commit to this before I do it. But I don't know, what do you think? I'm too scared to wear it out in public, you know? But maybe I'll wear it for the purposes of this video. It's not like this weekend hasn't already started turning my hair gray. Oh, my earring! This is probably not how you put one of these on, but guess what? I don't know how you do that. I don't know anything. I don't know, what do y'all think? It's probably blurry if I go too far away. I feel like I gotta cut it, with the bangs maybe. I'm not sure the bangs are doing me any favors, and maybe make it frame my face more. It looks a lot better with a hat, but I don't know. How do you wear the bangs? Okay, so I'll just have gray hair for this video and tell me how you feel about it. Can I commit? So, like I said, this is just a bit of I guess a story time. I don't know. I'm just going to explain some things and some thoughts and what happened this past weekend. So, as you guys know, my stuff was stolen. So we had a mock trial tournament this week, right? And we had finished the tournament and we were coming home and we decided to stop at an Applebees. So, we all go in to this Applebees, but because we're also wearing our suits and stuff, which when you think about it, our suits may have been a reason why we were targeted. But because we were all still wearing our suits, we all change, because we all are we don't want to wear this freaking suit while we're eating and being comfortable. So we pass the keys back and forth between us, and some of us are changing in the bathroom, some of us are changing in the van. And so anyway, everyone's all done, and no one really thinks anything about the van. We're eating, we're enjoying our food, having a great time, and no one, nothing seemed weird or anything to anyone. None of us had any reason to go back to the van, so none of us had looked at the van for an hour or an hour and a half. So when we go outside, we're getting into the van, and I don't hear this, but apparently our coach was guys, why'd you move my stuff? Because she thought in the midst of all of the people changing and rummaging about looking for their clothes, her backpack got moved, and then everyone was we didn't move your backpack. And then the other people in the front seat, because we're in a 12-passenger van, right, so it's long, so our coach was in the front, and then there was a middle row, and that was Matt, or I shouldn't say last names, and that was Matt, Kaylee, and me, and then no, it was Matt, Gant, and me, and then Kaylee was in the front seat. And as Gant and Kaylee come in, they realize that their backpacks are misplaced too. And so when I come out late, and when I come out they're pretty concerned. We're looking in the back of the van through our evidence boxes and demos and everyone's luggage, and we're trying to see do their backpacks just get misplaced? And I look and I'm guys, my backpack's gone too, and my backpack was really brightly colored, and so I was I don't see it anywhere in this van, and I don't it's big, I don't see how it could have been misplaced. So then I start getting just like that sinking feeling when you're like, something's wrong, like this isn't right. And like sure enough, we like look everywhere in the van and we realize like four of our backpacks are missing. Like they are gone. They have been stolen. And so we were confused because when we got to the van, Chinchilla got to the van first, and he like had like it was locked. We had to wait for our coach to come and unlock it. So he was like, how did they break in if the van was locked? And so we started wondering, like, did someone like somehow sneak in while we were like changing, and like there was that like maybe a gap of time when someone was like had left from changing and someone hadn't put their bag back yet. So we were like really concerned, and we're like everyone was questioning everyone. We're like, Josh, like, when was the last, you had the keys last, right? What did you see? Like, do you remember the bags? Like, Josh was like, yeah, I had it last, but I definitely locked it. Or maybe it was Chinchilla. And he was like, and I don't remember, like, any of this stuff happening. We call the police, obviously, because, like, our stuff is missing. And there was a lot of stuff that was gone. Like, I had in my backpack my laptop charger, my textbook for Russian, and my Russian homework, my keys, my heels, like my hit clicker. So like altogether that stuff is like well over like $1,700 probably. And it's just like, oh my gosh. And it was just a lot. And then Gant was a little more lucky. He had brought his laptop in with him into Applebees, but like he lost a lot of sentimental stuff too. And I think that's the most like frustrating thing about all of it, because obviously it's upsetting losing like such a valuable piece of technology, but like some things that were stolen can't be replaced. Like technology can always, like, you can buy more, but like some things cannot be replaced. Our coach lost several laptops, but like she was most upset about losing her father's watch, because it was like one of the last things that he gave her before he died. And then poor Kaylee had like the worst of all. She lost her laptop and like her keys and everything else that like I lost, but she also had her ID and her credit card stolen. Yeah, it was just like us little, like the group of us who had our stuff stolen, like writing reports, and that took forever. Also, it was freezing outside, which was another like, oh yeah, let's just add salt to the wound, right? Like we were all like just shaking, and like we couldn't find, like none of us had pens like anymore, so we had to like beg for pens. And we like ended up writing the report, and like while we were writing the report, the policeman comes over and he was like, has the door always been like this? And we look on the driver's door, and the lock was like snapped. So the handle that was right above the lock, like below that, was like snapped off, and there was like pieces of the van right on the ground. And we were just like, okay, like at least there's signs of like breaking in, right? Because that helps with our claim, because if we just like left the van unlocked, then it's like, that's not really, but like it was clear that someone had actually like snapped the lock and like gone in the van. And it also explains why Matt, who was sitting on the far left side of the seat, like his backpack was right there and it wasn't stolen. So we're like, if they just opened the doors, like why didn't they grab Matt's? Because his like $200 headphones were right like on top of his bag. But if they broke in from the driver's side door, then they would only have seen like the first ones that were like in the little like area between the first passenger row and the driver's, and then they wouldn't have seen his, which was directly behind the driver's seat. So after we write our reports, like the policeman gives us like the case number and his like information, and he's like, if we find anything, we'll let you know. I doubt that they'll find anything. I don't know, just me personally, I don't know if it's gonna happen. But then like on the way back, like all of us, well, me and Kaylee and our coach, were all just like sitting and like changing all of our passwords and like deleting, like I don't know, just like trying to change as much as possible. And then like Matt recommended that if we have any sensitive information on our laptops, that we go to like find my iPhone and like click the like erase thing, and that was really sad. That was probably one of the like hardest like things to do, to like to sit there and click like erase this Mac, because it's just like I didn't have anything backed up for one, so like none of my files on there are saved, and like they're just gonna be gone. And that's probably like the most frustrating thing about it. Well, no, the most frustrating thing about it is having your property stolen, but like it's also just annoying because like none of that sentimental stuff mattered to like the thieves, you know. They didn't care about like the necklace, the seashell necklace that Gant's mom gave him, or like like our coach's father's watch, or like my videos of you and like stuff like that. Like our like Parks and Rec thing we made with Darcy, like that will never be found. Like all the pictures I took like over this summer and over last summer for the past 3 years, like they're gone. Like I said to erase them, so it doesn't matter to them. Like my resume, like my scavenger hunt stuff, like 3 years worth of memories, like it's not important to them, but like to me it matters so much. And like I had to say like goodbye to all of them. Like that was a bummer. And also it's been like sad, like because it's a slow realization, because like in the moment you're just like, my laptop's gone, like this is gone, like this is gone, but then it's like slowly you remember like more and more things that are just like disappeared forever, I guess. Like all of the stuff on my like computer that I forgot like I had, other stuff in my backpack. Roby's ring was in there. My thing that helps me make buns for ROTC. My keychain that I got from like our class in 9th grade, that was I Heart Lake Arrowhead. Like it's just stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, you just keep remembering like oh I need, oh it's not here. It's been like a frustrating weekend. It's been really upsetting, especially just because like there's been so much going on, and it's just like another wrench in the plans. I'm very lucky in the sense that I have like such great like friends and family and support and everything, because like I have like, even as we were coming back from the tournament, like you guys too, you both texted me, but like I got like so many texts from like people saying like they were so sorry, and like offering me like rides or like Bible verses, or like if you need like telling me where they knew like resources were available and stuff like that. So like it's frustrating to go through turbulent times, but like to see how strong like the community around me is so, it's like it's just been so it's been so kind. I don't want to say overwhelming, because you remember when we watched that movie in Bible class, and it was like, she's like, you're gonna be on Team Daddy, and he was like, I'm overwhelmed. Every time I say like I'm overwhelmed, like I think of that, so I'm not saying it, but it's close. I'm basically overwhelmed. But yeah, it's been, so in that sense, it's, I don't know. I'm so grateful for the people in my life, and everything else is like not in my hands, but I'm sure like all things will work together for good. So yeah, and we'll just see where the rest of this semester takes us. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you for being such good friends to me, and for is my speech impediment. We have some good news though, because I just got Mom's package, which has my keys, so I can use my car again. Yay! So that's good. So anyway, thank you again for being my friends and for sticking with me. And anyway, I just want to say that I love you guys and look forward to seeing y'all next week. Bye. That was stupid, wasn't it?